Hey guys, what is up and welcome to a new League of Legends video. Now, first off, I actually changed my camera to this side now, so let me know what you guys think about that. But more importantly, the reason you're here, the XIN ZHAO rework is here. Now, it's going to be hitting the PvE server tomorrow, but a Riot post was just made 20 minutes ago talking about the rework and giving us essentially just a rundown of what they've changed and what's new about him and all that good stuff. You can see he has like a new W, for instance, and whatever. So we're going to be reading through this together. I'll make a PvE video giving you guys an early look around Thursday because I'm expecting the Azir rework to hit sometime hopefully soon as well. And yeah, so with all that being said and done, let's check out the rework. If you're excited for it, hit it with that like button. But let's do it, man. Let's just dive right into it. So the goals for the update. What are they trying to change about XIN for this update or with this update? First and foremost, we recognize that a lot of players enjoy playing XIN, so that it was important. Wait, really? So that it was important for us to identify and preserve the mechanics that his current players love. To that end, we've largely left his Q and E abilities alone. We felt that it was important to satisfy our other design goals without hurting what makes XIN ZHAO feel like XIN ZHAO. Okay, I mean, that's a fair thing to say. The primary improvements. Give XIN ZHAO players more meaningful and interesting decisions. I feel like I've heard that before in the Assassin rework. I feel like they said that for every single Assassin rework champion. Don't know if they really did the best job on that, but I think I've heard that before. Other than understanding when to engage as a melee champion, there weren't a lot of decisions to be made. I mean, which is true. Having opportunities to make the right decisions and therefore more opportunities to win because of making the right decision. Okay, ultimately makes what makes a champion fun to play. So they're saying essentially having a champion that actually has depth to them rather than being extremely linear is a good design philosophy. This is because those moments give more chances for what we refer to as skill expression, demonstrating one's skill or mastery of a champion or the game as a whole. We felt XIN was lacking in opportunities for skill expression, so adding these decisions will make him a bit more interesting to play. Okay, I mean, whatever. We've heard that 20 times already, with the Assassin rework especially, and probably the tank rework as well. Give XIN a unique identity within League. Okay, we've heard all this. We know all this stuff already. They say this literally every single time they talk about any reworks to any champion ever. The Assassin reworks, the tank updates, they say that to every single champion. Give XIN more meaningful place in team. Okay, I mean, we already know all that. Let's just take a look at actually what they did, because they say this to every single champion. They just replaced the word XIN ZHAO with insert champion here, and it's the same thing. Anyway, new passive, Determination. The passive portion of Battle Cry. Here, let's check it out. So here, XIN Wiki, right? Let's take a look at the XIN Wiki here very quickly. So the passive portion of Battle Cry, they said, which is going to be his W. Every third basic attack of XIN is guaranteed to strike critically with modified damage and heals him on hits. Okay, so the passive portion of Battle Cry, every third hit deals bonus damage and heals XIN, is essentially transferred to his kit. Okay, I mean, that's now his new passive. Interesting. So his old W's passive is now his actual passive. All right. His new W, however, Wind Becomes Lightning, I'm assuming is his name. It's a two-part flowing attack with his spear that includes a sweeping slash in front of XIN, followed by a long-range thrush. So, is a fairly good demonstration of how it looks like, I'm sure. Slash deals damage in front of a cone in front of XIN ZHAO. Okay. Thrust deals damage in a long range and slows targets hit by 1.5 seconds. That's pretty cool to go, which is pretty cool. I mean, it kind of feels a bit more of like a spear wielding kind of champion, which I like that. I respect that. His E ability is modified. So his E currently is the dash ability, if you're not unaware. Modified. The attack speed steroid that Battlecry provided, which is up here, is now rewarded after dashing to targets with E, Audacious Charge. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess that's cool. It's a nice follow-up. So rather than having two different abilities being a little bit awkward to dash and activate W to get the attack speed, it's one fluid kind of ability now where you dash and naturally after you dash to a target, you want extra attack speed, you want to follow up, it just gives it to you right away. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. I like that. I respect that. The R is now modified, called Crescent Guard. So his old one is called Crescent Sweep. Now it's called Crescent Guard. XIN ZHAO's ultimate is still an instant casting sweeping circle that knocks enemies back and deals damage. Okay. The knockback still excludes the last target he dashed to. Okay, so in that sense, it's still the same, but there's a new effect. For 3 seconds after casting Crescent Guard, XIN ZHAO creates a zone around himself and will block damage dealt to him from champions outside of his target area. So it's a very similar kind of idea behind Camille's ultimate, it looks like. The duration of this stance is extended slightly every time XIN attacks an enemy champion. Okay, so it's got sort of a Camille-esque feel to it. You know, Camille's ultimate, where it creates a zone, no one can enter it for Camille. Or everyone gets pushed out, they can enter it after, but the person that you ulti rather can't leave it. more specifically. For this one, very similar, create a zone, but this time, you know, people can, I'm assuming, holy shit, I'm assuming you can enter it, but they cannot really damage him very, very well, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. The overall goal of this change was to allow XIN to knock enemies back besides his primary target and become immune to damage from anyone outside of the circle attacking him, so you can just 1v1 his primary target, at least until enemies walk back into the circle to attack him. And lastly, it's worth noting that he's received a number of new animations, sound effects, visual effects, and even icons, which is usual of a rework. The overall scope of this update wasn't the same as a full-blown VGU like Warwick, but looks like they did do quite a bit. So my voice is dying. I don't know why, but it does seem like Riot put quite a bit of, you know, changes to XIN. You know, they changed his abilities, not all of them, but, you know, some of them, including a completely new one. Added new effects, swapped effects here and there, and also completely gave him just new visuals, new everything, new all that stuff that we like to see. Just makes the champion look a lot more fresh and updated to the current standards, which is great. So there you guys have it, the XIN rework. I mean, pretty cool. I'm very curious to see how it looks like. You know, it'll be on the PvE soon. Hopefully I can give you guys, you know, some examples of it, and Azir hopefully comes onto the PvE as well. Once they're there, I'll make some gameplay videos of them, give you guys an early look into the PvE server. And yeah, so let me know what you think about this rework down below, guys. I want to see what you think. Hit it with that like button if you enjoyed the video, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace, man. Peace.